Welcome to SCW. It's always violent in Philadelphia. We are only in front of 91 people here tonight, but that's all right because, hey, it's always violent in Philadelphia. With me today is my son, the young Deathmatch King, Cohen. Cohen, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
All right, well, we're going to get straight the fuck into it here on SCW because, it's always violent in Philadelphia. These next couple shows are going to be kind of crazy. Mike and Cohen Burlett welcome you to the show and remind you it's always violent in Philadelphia. And our main event tonight, it's going to be Vandal, 48, Atticus, Otis, and Christian Napier versus Rhino, Rob Van Dam, and Tommy Dreamer. We set it up last week, Cohen. Little Guido will also be here. Stevie Richards will be here. And in tag team action with Wolfgang taking on the SCW champion, the Mad King Eddie Kingston, who will be teaming with Tajiri in the main event. A 59 out the gate, Cohen. We're going to have a talk. You're going to have to go and clean your room because it said Cohen underperformed and did not do well without a script to follow, which is a little bit weird. We're going to go ahead and fix that, Cohen. You deserve it. But in case you were wondering, I was superb without working out the script. We're going to continue out here with a 59 to start. In the opening bout, we saw Ortiz defeat Little Guido here in Philadelphia with 11-29 via the pinfall. 35, 29, and 41 for the wrestling crowd, and segment 46 and 24 for Ortiz and Guido. I'm glad that Guido had a full-blooded Italian gimmick. That was great. But guess what? Guido was always filming in Philadelphia, and we're no longer in Philadelphia, so you're gone. We have a whole bunch of one-night-only deals here tonight, Cohen. I wanted to run the 2,900 in the ECW arena, but we couldn't quite fill it up.
2,300.
Yes, sir. Little Guido was really off his game, and they just didn't click. That's all right. Ortiz gave him a receipt. Next up, we had a video segment airing of Lindsay Snow, produced by Cohen and Mike Burlett, a big new hot prospect for Slam City Wrestling. And her impending debut match is against Hikaru Shida next. Spoiler alert, Hikaru Shida said, fuck you. I'm signing long-term with AEW, so she's getting jobbed out tonight. 76 over in the segment rating. And she's not really getting jobbed out. She's just
Nobody cares about Hikaru Shida anyway.
Putting over talent. Cohen, you did master all improvising with the crowd, though.
So, I'm good with the crowd, but I can't talk for shit if I'm talking to a camera.
Well, here's the thing, Cohen. You do like to entertain. 76 overall. All right, and about that, had fantastic heat, though. Oh, the main event went early. The main event went early.
Tajiri had to catch a flight back to Japan.
They could not wait to get this started. And about that, had fantastic heat and decent wrestling. Eddie Kingston and Tajiri defeated Wolfgang and Stevie Richards in 13-29 when Eddie Kingston pinned Eddie Richards with a back fist to the future. The match was designed to revolve around the hot spots. 36, 35, and 44. And just so you know, I read that incorrectly. This was not the main event. The main event was the six-man tag, Vanda 48. I just put main event twice, I believe, in the opening segment text. So I confused myself.
Had to catch his flight.
Yeah. 35, 36, 25, and 49 for Tajiri, Eddie, Stevie, and Wolfgang down the line. Tajiri is a master of his martial arts, which is great because he's 57. The commentary lifted the match, and Eddie Kingston, the Mad King, your SCW World Champion, is getting better at his gimmick. All right, and in the next match, in a wild brawl that had superb wrestling, Hikaru Shida defeated Lindsay Snow in 13:06 by pinfall with the Avalanche Falcone. Dude, she wasn't really jobbing out. This girl is literally like a 3 over, so she needs to get just a good match. She's going to gain overness just by having wrestled Hikaru Shida. 55, 26, and 52. Shida and Lindsay Snow with a 70 and a 40, though. Look at that. Snow with a badass gimmick here. Got a rating. She was off her game, but that's all right. Shida's kind of intimidating. 52 overall, though, with Hikaru Shida going over Lindsay Snow. All right, next up, Rhino, Rob Van Dam. You want to cut this promo, Cohen?
Nope.
All right, I'll cut it. Rhino, Rob Van Dam, and Tommy Dreamer cut a promo about it always being violent in Philadelphia and having been well aware of how amazing the upcoming Vandal 48 are. Dreamer says he's well aware of Atticus specifically and how much of a future hardcore icon he's becoming, and that he's facing Vandal 48 in the mid-event was something that needed to happen. Dreamer said that for SCW to grow, it has to cut Vandal 48 off before it gets started because of the way they work. Dreamer guarantees victory tonight. 42 overall. Now, he didn't say it's a victory. It's a spoiler. That's more of a poly-dangerously thing, and he didn't guarantee it, so we'll see. 42 overall. Cohen, we are just crushing it, though, in commentary.
I hope so.
All right, next up, we had Tom Lawler defeating Too Cold Scorpio of ECW fame with a gold guillotine choke. Too Cold Scorpio was featured on day 1, I believe, of GCW's homecoming here in real life. The match was designed to be chaotic and full of action to get the crowd going. Too Cold Scorpio had a performance of 45. Lawler with 56. And again, Scorpio, that's great, but you're no longer in the promotion. 53 overall here tonight, Con. All right, next up, a promo package featuring your SCW Women's World Champion, La Hija de Guatemala. Was aired a 40. She'll be here at the next show. So she just wasn't on the show because she was getting her send off, and she beat her 2 out of 3 times. So 40 overall. All right, next up in an exceptional match, one called Manders and Mance Warner fought as it rang into a double countout. The match was designed to be chaotic and full of action, which is exactly what happened. We got the crowd going, and we work extremely well in commentary. This is fantastic. It's almost as if you're my son here. One called Manders had a 51 Cohen, Mance Warner with a 60. I'm a fan of both these guys. There's this big guy slapping me. You pointed out Mance being a really fantastic in-ring worker. I've seen a lot of his indie matches actually on the YouTube wall in the can.
And by that he means watching GCW because I got him into it. So you're welcome.
Yeah. So we got the SCW match, Descending into Chaos with Manders and Warner. After the match descends into chaos, Mance and Mace continue to fight through the crowd. It's going to be a program here. So, yeah. 58 overall. Mance decided to take a stump bump apparently during the angle. Sweet. Thanks, Mance. And in the main event, Rhino, RVD, and Tommy Dreamer defeated Atticus Cogar and Vandal 48. So Vandal 48 in total. In 12:59, when Rob Van Dam pinned Otis with a 5-star. Frog Splash 50, 30, 52. Kogar was off his game, as was Napier. The consistency has to get better, but I believe a couple of them are going to be really big superstars here. Tommy Dreamer with a 44, RVD with a 59, Rhino with a 45, Vandal 48 with a 53, 43, 58 respectfully. And that's going to finish the show here tonight. I do want to run through a couple new shows we have going on. 58, Cohen, that's going to be our second best show, I believe, that we've... Oh, here we go. All right, Cohen, you are getting... Because I love you. Where is it at? There you go. You're giving a hug. I gave you a hug, Cohen. And who else you want to give it to?
Give it to your best. Nah, give it to Tajiri. He had to fly out here.
All right. Tajiri.
Tell him he's awesome.
Ripped in for the night's work.
Oh, damn.
Well.
Poor Tajiri.
I expect more out of you. We lost money again. That's all right. No, wait. We made $48,000. Popularity. We're gaining popularity, which is great. Nobody has scrum. Well, okay. We got a couple new fun shows. Cohen, I don't know if you know who Jay and Silent Bob are, but you're about to find out.
Huh?
I don't know if you know who Jay and Silent Bob are, but you're about to find out. Do you know who Jay and Silent Bob are?
No.
Okay, cool. I don't know if you're old enough to watch these movies yet, but we can try. But there's not that you're not old enough. So
it's nothing I haven't seen. Anyway.
Cohen will be having a conversation later tonight. All right. So as we're scrolling on Tiffany, who I will not be signing, but she is a Mexican luchadora. She won the 2003, 2005, and 2008 Arena de Arenas tournament in World AAA. Apparently, she's an old luchador legend here. So let's go to our next couple shows here. Okay, let's see if I can click it real quick.
Don't click. That's gonna make it.
I know. It'd be all weird. Processing the contract. And this is a fast computer too, guys. Come on.
It just takes a while.
Yeah. Sure does. Here we go. All right, new stories, auto saving. Let's go to the events right here. Oh, Nikki Cross got an argument. Look at that. All right, so the next show is going to be Empire State of Mind, followed by Boston Knee Party. I stole the name from an indie show. I assure you we're open. I think it was an indie show coming back after being away for a while, but this is actually a Clerks reference from back in the day.
Tea Party, also.
Boston Knee Party. Boston Tea Party. Yeah. And then Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. So we have a Monday and a Tuesday show where I'm going to bring in Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith from acting fame, and they're going to do some stuff. As of right now, we're running just with a single no stable.
No,
let's go ahead and Vandal 48. They actually don't need to watch us doing this, so you guys can exit the video right now if you want. But we're just doing it. He's the leader, right?
No, he's just your favorite.
His member. Isn't he the leader?
I've noticed him. He's the singles wrestler, I think.
Yeah. So add stable. So I need to make a logo for them. So there you go. There's Vandal 48. Tag teams. We've been over this a little bit. We have Big and Bad, Matt Tremont, and Sam Stackhouse. We have the Game Changers, Zicky Dice, and Ace Austin. Which, get it? Ace of Cards, Dice, Game Changers. Not a great name. I like GCW. It works. Kingston and Ortiz, obviously, are a tag team. The Kogar brothers, and Vandal 48 with the OCC in when they're tagging without them. I'll see what SmackDown did just cause. Let's see what SmackDown did, Cohen, just cause.
Let's see.
All right, we had Phoenix defeating Carlito.
Good Lord, they had a lot of segments.
Remind me how to say this.
Seth Rollins versus Mr. Iguana as the opener.
So first of all, you watched the shit out of it.
It was a 77.
First of all, you'd watch the shit out of that match.
Damn right.
Wow. All right. So you know what's crazy? Me and Cohen, you know what's fucking funny for our save we did? We had to make all the alliances, and that's actually running on this database. So AEW and WWE keep challenging talent back. Well, no, but they keep like exchanging talent back. Like Rhea Ripley was on AEW last week. The Miz and Street Profits defeated Rick Saints and Otis and Tozawa. Carmelo and Trick defeated Andrade and Penta. Sami Zayn defeated because they probably brought him up, and they're a former tag team. Dane defeated Wild. Drew McIntyre defeated Gunther. They defeated DIY, excuse me. Kind of like that tag team.
The main event.
LA Knight versus Jericho. Liv Morgan defeated Charlotte Flair. Becky Lynch defeated Bianca Belair. And Cody Rhodes defeated... Dude, this is like a fucking ridiculous episode of SmackDown. They're like, let's just throw Liv Morgan versus Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair, Cody Rhodes versus Braun Breaker on like a random episode of fucking SmackDown. Let's give us a banger of Drew McIntyre and Gunther defeating DIY. And LA Knight, yeah, he's just going to go over Chris Jericho. So, until next time, it is me, Mike Bro, with Cohen Bro, wishing you a
glorious
rest of your day. We're on off for now to go play some 2K26.